What is going on, everybody? Hipster Punchy here, back after the new year, which, by the way, Happy New Year, everyone. And thank you guys for watching my first short, Anthropophobia. That one took a lot out of me as far as putting it together, getting it edited. The shooting was the easy part. The editing and putting everything together took quite a bit of time of putting together materials. So between that and the holidays, I did take a little bit of time off, but I'm back with my first video of the new year. We're in 2020. We are definitely in the roaring 20s. Not an understatement there. But I digress. Now that it's the new year, we are getting the Criterion 2020 New Year's drawing, which is very box set heavy, I believe. Now, I've gotten information, both guessing some of the pictures and getting some information from Criterion Cast and the Criterion Reddit. So here's what I believe based on my research and what I found out, and just the pictures themselves. What I think we can expect for 2020, whether it be an announcement or whether it be a release this year, for what 4 box sets are going to come out. Because there are only 4 on this drawing, which is oddly small for a Criterion New Year's cartoon. On the upper left-hand corner, we have a fallen E, or Fellini, as in Federico Fellini, who the 100th anniversary of his birth is going to be this year in 2020. So we are definitely going to see a Federico Fellini box set coming this year, and that clue was kind of obvious right there. And I'm glad we're getting this. He is one of the top directors for Criterion, along with Bergman, who also got a 100th anniversary box set, and Kurosawa, who also got a 100th anniversary box set. I know they went a little smaller in size or in thickness with the Godzilla box set, but I do think this is going to be more along the lines of the Bergman box than of the Godzilla box. It's going to be a massive, just behemoth of a box. And I'm excited. That's probably why they are trying to get some of the out-of-print titles back, like the White Sheik. Also, we'll probably see some of the non-Criterion release stuff coming back to the collection too for this box set, kind of like they did with Bergman. They went all out for that one, got as much as they could and put it in there. So I picture that's going to be a July or November release, most likely November, because that's they put their like big commemorative box sets in those kind of releases. On the upper right, it's a little harder than the other one, but this is, if you look at the details, kind of easy to get. It's one that we've known about for a while now, but it's a car, and one of the wheels has the number 1, the other has a question mark, almost like why? One car why? One car why? One car way? This is actually, when you look at the details, very easy. And this is a box that we've known has been coming. It was originally thought that we would be getting it in 2019, but that talk, I mean, it was even rumored for Spy number 1000, but that talk died down once we found out Janus Films were doing airings of the restored versions of the movies in this box set for February. That made everyone realize this was definitely going to be a 2020 box set. And this is a big one. I mean, Chungking Express, which is one of his best films, was out of print, has been out of print for years, since before the Studio Canal purge that we're not going to talk about. This is going to be an exciting one. The box set's going to be beautiful. If the artwork of Chungking Express is any indication, this is going to be a pretty looking box set. I picture this will be your standard Digipack box set. It's going to be a 6-movie box set. And honestly, I see this being a June or July release. The reason I say June or July is because this is the one that's going to be the like tentpole box set released for July. Because we have the tentpole release for what I think will be the November one, which is going to be the Fellini box set. Wong Kar-wai is going to be the tentpole for July. On the lower left-hand corner, this one honestly was a little harder for me to get. I did need to do some more research for that one. But it's a box that is on the word yes. So the key is on yes, which rhymes with Agnes. This is going to be an Agnes Varda box set. I don't know if this is going to be a commemorative box set for the fact that she passed away this past year, or if this is going to be a re-release of the 4 films by Agnes Varda. I'm assuming it might be the latter because that one's been kind of out of print for a while, and not out of print for any reason other than just they retired that DVD version of the box set. But it could also be a retrospective box set, which, I mean, I got one of her movies as part of the November sale, which, by the way, I will be posting part 2 this month. A little late, but it's getting posted. Back to business, though. I don't know which one it's going to be. I kind of hope it's the 4 films one because I have been holding out for hope on that being re-released as a Blu-ray. I have not seen a Vagabond or any of her works prior to getting One Sings, the Other Doesn't. But I'm hoping it's that. But I'd also be okay with a career-spanning box set as well. I kind of love when Criterion does those. But there is part of me that thinks this is going to be a smaller box set like the 4 films one. And I'm going to slate this one for October, we'll say. That way it's right before the sale, but it's not taking the thunder, any of the thunder from the Fellini box set, which is going to be their big pre-holiday release. So I think this is going to be the one, and I think it's going to be an upgrade of her 4 films box set. And the last clue, on the lower right-hand portion of the picture, we have one that honestly was also a little difficult for me to get at first as well. I definitely had to research these last 2. It features a bust of someone with a shiner. Now, because it's a somewhat crude drawing and it could be any person from way back when, I did a little research, and the bust is of Robert Lee, who is bruised. Bruised Lee. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. This is exciting because we are now getting a Bruce Lee box set from Criterion, tentatively, I should say. But I do love the fact that they are focusing more on Hong Kong cinema with the releases, and especially delving into the martial arts theme. I know they've had the period with Japanese samurai films, but the fact that they're acknowledging the legends of Hong Kong action is fantastic. They haven't since John Woo's films in the early spines, which are out of print, and I wish they would actually re-release those. But it's been a while since those were released that they've actually focused on Hong Kong action. So we had the Police Story 1 and 2 set last year, and this year it looks like we're getting a Bruce Lee box set. What I want to know is what's in the box set. How is this going to be like a 2-part one? Is this going to be a 6-movie box set? Is this going to be a career-spanning box set? I have no freaking clue, but this is exciting. Okay, like, will we get Enter the Dragon, for example, in that box set? Will it be like his earlier films from before he came to the U.S.? There's honestly a lot to look into with this, and again, I'm loving the fact that they're kind of going outside of their comfort zone. Again, they did it with the Jackie Chan set. They did it with the Godzilla box set, and now they're doing it again with a potential Bruce Lee box set. Now, this one, honestly, it's either going to be an October announcement, or it's going to be kind of like Bamboozled was last year for last year's cartoon, where it's announced in 2019, but it comes out the next year. Depending on if this is a large box set, I could see them announcing this in 2020 and it coming out in 2021. If it's your standard box set or release, I could see this either being an April-May release, or I can see this being an October release. But my money's probably more on the April-May section of the release schedule. So for now, I'm going to stick with that, but the only other option could be October. And this has been my take on the Criterion Collection 2020 cartoon. You can actually check it out for yourself. Let me know in the comments section what you think those pictures are. Also, check out my film, Anthropophobia. The link is below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Follow me on the socials, on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at HipsterPunchy. I will see you guys later this week. I'm back on the regular release schedule. Thank you guys. Have a Happy New Year.